We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added access.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025, and as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independent state of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independent state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on.
No, if there are other people that are in exile with you, that are Christians that ran away from Nigeria as a result of persecution.
I am on my own.
Okay, you are strictly on your own. You don't know about other people.
I am on my own because I was targeted.
Okay.
Because of my prominence, I was on a Sunrise Channels TV 2013, warning them about the coming jihad, killings, and kidnapping that will take place.
Okay.
I was there. I also wrote when 200 Christians were massacred in Kaduna State. I mobilized money and wrote full-page advertorial on the Independent and Vanguard newspaper and published, challenging the killing of Christians. So I've been working against the killing of Christians, especially in the Middle Belt. I work closely with Sokapu, the Southern Kaduna people's. I work closely with them as an activist to make sure so as a group, we're doing. So I've been in, they knew that I've been taken as a target. And one thing they said, one that I'm even Nnamdi Kanu because I my intellectual prowess. So my own, so their plan was to kill me, not really about arresting me. If it's a question of putting, I've been in detention under Abacha, that was no problem. But this was a case of and getting me a single. And when I tell you my story, you find that God's finger is on me.
Okay, talking about life and doing. Now let's. The that suggests to the contrary that Nigeria's secularism is in contention. Are there practices that you can point to against whatever the certain religion that wants to dominate others and overrun the country? Are there practices that suggest that, that Nigeria's secularism is being taken away from it as guaranteed by the Constitution?
Well, when you're talking of we are past that level. We are not talking about total Islamization, conversion of government by the force of insurgency. So, when you are talking of the issue of Nigeria is no longer secular, because first, you are seeing Islamic. The definition of an Islamic republic is by the religious affiliation of the leadership of the president. And you also see occasions where in the denied places of worship, you don't, like in those northern states, you are not, if you're giving land to build a church, you are giving on lease, not on permanent possession. You also talk, we've had many anti-Christian riots in Nigeria. And now you're talking of, okay, look at what even happened in Yoruba land now. Yoruba land, which is 70% Christians, because they have Muslim presidents from a Yoruba land. Muslims there now, with the help of Sokoto's caliphate, have impetus to talk of imposing Sharia on Yoruba land. That outside the fact that even among the Christian areas in northern Nigeria, Sharia has been enforced. So telling me, and you talk in southern states of Nigeria, even our people take money and sponsor Muslim pilgrims to Mecca. But never will you see any northern states sponsoring Christian pilgrims to either Jerusalem, that is Israel, or Vatican. No. And Sukuk, introduction of
Okay, Doc. Yes, because I was coming to all of that. I was coming to talk about Sukuk. We are going to talk about pilgrimage and all of that. Now, there's a recent call by the Nigerian Supreme Council of Ecclesiastical Affairs, and it's asking what's the basis of this call? Because we have situations where we also have countries, that are clearly members of OIC, but are not Islamic countries. Why is Nigeria's membership of OIC? Why is it a problem to the Christian community in Nigeria? Is there anything that points to the fact that, look, our membership, is going to be a problem for Nigeria and for Christians in Nigeria?
OIC, Organization of Conference, member of Islamic Military Alliance. Nigeria is also a member of development headed by top 8 most developed Islamic nations of the world. When you are talking of OIC, Organization of Islamic Conference before, yes, Islamic Conference Organization now. Islamic Conference now, it has been Islamic from Islamic Cooperation.
Okay.
It is Islamic. So if you go to the principles, their major principle is promotion of Islamic solidarity in the world, Islamic rights, and spread of Islam. And you also attached to this OSC is the development. And that is where Sukuk comes in.
Okay.
Islamic has Islamic rules. You need to be a Muslim. You need to, you need to comply with the requirements.
Sorry, Dr. Tony, permit OIC,
yes.
Islamic Muslim countries. A lot of some countries there are there because look, there is free loan for development of infrastructure like Sukuk that you mentioned, which has been used to build roads here in Nigeria. Should that be a problem to the? That's my question. Why should we worry? Why should we worry about that?
Now, first of all, I'm not giving you why we should.
Okay.
Because a Christian cannot fulfill this to borrow money from Sukuk bond or from Islamic Development Board because of the conditionalities which are in contrast with Christian faith. That is one. Secondly, I can tell you some countries that were coerced into joining OIC. Some Christian countries, they joined it because of the and that was during the 1973 Yom Kippur War when oil embargo, they imposed oil embargo, and Africans were in penury. They promised to help them, so they were giving them loans. So those who agreed to that's what I'm talking about, Islamic Development Bank. For you now to benefit from the loan, John, example, Republic of Benin, under Matthew Craig, he pulled out when he knew that it was a scam for Christians. Sierra Leone joined. I don't know if Sierra Leone is still there. Joined, and even Omabongo became a Muslim. That's the only family that you hold Gabon. Then go to Guyana, they also join. So there are reasons. And at the end of the day, they use that influence, they bring leader, they bring in you, they work against you, and impose leader, perpetuate Islamization. Like Chad. We're looking at Chad as if it's a Muslim country. Chad has majority Christians, and on independence in 1960, the president was Tombabaye, a Christian.
Okay.
And the man who even overthrew him, who was sponsored by Saudi Arabia and others, was also a Christian. General Malum, people who asked him to, who forced him to join OIC, also instigated insurgency. He's in Habre, Gukoye Wadeye, and now the family now to remove him. And that is that.
Okay, Doc, let me come in at this time. Yom Kippur War that essentially drew the OIC formation and all of that was in 1973. Now, between 1973 and I think Nigeria became a 1980.
And before the Kabangida, I think it was during Murtala Mohammed's time we became.
No, the person that actually took us to OIC is Ibrahim Babangida.
Full membership
was Babangida.
But we were on observer status.
Now, between then, we have had an Olusegun Obasanjo, a Christian president. We had Jonathan as Christian as president. So, what did we miss there? Did the Muslim did they force Nigerians that they must elect a Muslim? Just trying to let us.
It is this. You don't say You don't know how Muslims operate.
Okay.
Yes. First, their target is to take the political power and force you to become a Muslim. And what they powerful enough, they cooperate with you until they become powerful. President Obasanjo did not see it they brought Obasanjo, was malleable. They will use him to arrest in the southwest following the death of Chief Abiola. Because Obasanjo pretended, I say pretended, in 1975 when he said we will not succeed Mohammed and so on. They felt that Obasanjo is a coward. But they forgot one of the generals was Obasanjo. So Obasanjo had been a coward. So they brought him there, and they thought they could, hand twist him, control him, and he maintained and continued having the problem. And it was to work against Obasanjo first. Started their own Sharia. This Sharia in Northern, and all to undermine his government. He followed it diplomatically. Walking on the streets of Nigeria free. Hunger. Cut off the right hand. And you tell me because just that religion is good and fine.
Okay. Okay.
Just hide before God.
All right.
Now, I'm coming.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was that Boko Haram actually started. Started 2009. Oh, okay. Before 2009, the opposition started when the former Emir of Gwandu said that he would fight Obasanjo. And when everything was tranquil, there was no conflict. And then Jonathan came in, started. And in fact, let me just review this. In 2009, 2010, I was a guest of the Libyan leader, Muammar Gaddafi, with some prominent Nigerian and northern Nigeria, and even some emirs. Even so, the last time, 2010, I was, when we were coming, we left when Benghazi, so when I get all the people, all the Boko Haram members now, ISIS, and those people who are now, the Tuaregs in Mali, we're all there with us. And that's that they will come connect a friend from the Waziri. This is what this was what I'm planning against Nigeria. I came back as a true patriot. I went to DSS. I had a friend that is partly with DSS as an agent of DSS. So I know their workings, I know their styles. And that was why I was able, by the grace of God, to evade all their actions against me in Nigeria under serious. So I went to the DSS headquarters and called one of them. Let me mention his name. Ikuma Bayi. He was then director in charge of finance and administration. Because I knew him under when he was assistant director operations during Olusegun Obasanjo's presidency. So I worked with him a bit. So I went to him to tell him, this is what I saw in Libya, and this is what is going to happen in Nigeria. I'm talking about 2010. He refused to grant me audience. And he left. In 2013, I was on Sunrise.
Okay.
Sunrise.
Okay.
Yes. Channels, and I told Nigerians that the arms are coming in now. with the fall of Libya, that most of these arms used by Libyans are moving fast in Nigeria. That Nigerians, the other Muslim who was a co-anchor, who was later fired, was opposing me there. I told them, what we're experiencing today will still take place. In 2017, I wrote the whole Christian leaders. I wrote the whole Christian leaders, warning them about their consequences, of the consequences, of what, the heinous trend that Nigerians will face under Buhari and after. I wrote all of them. Only not Adeboye.
Okay. Doc,
indolent Christian leaders.
Yes, I understand all of that. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to the issue of the Christendom. How they have reacted to all of this. Now, it's good that you also brought us to this level. Now, talking about insecurity. My question would be, if insecurity has persisted in Nigeria for more than 12 years, now does it appear that the government's inability to rout the terrorists out is a part of a larger plan to continuously use it as a smoke screen by some people to prosecute a certain agenda? Is that what you are suggesting? Does it look like that?
It's not what I'm suggesting. We are not talking about reality. First, look at Biafra. It took 30 months to build Biafra. And we are now spending more than 10 years to quell common insurgents in northern Nigeria. I passed through there, through northern Cameroon during my escape. It's open grassland. If I made the president of Nigeria today, give me 3 months, I will finish, I will flood them out. We have armored brigade, we have mechanized brigade. And you are sending one pickup, one Hilux load of 7 or 15 army officers with makeshift AK-47.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafran government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move.